Come on, Wargreymon. Finish him. Well done.
Fantastic!
Fantastic! Goddamn Wargreymon, so fucking awesome. Oh, you want some petty? Here you go. Fantastic! Look at that. It's a genuine Wargreymon convention up in here. Who could that be? A package from Amazon. I didn't order anything. Let's see what's in it. What the? Wargreymon amplified? Holy shit! Happy birthday, Neolus. Enjoy your build kit, bro. Have a great day from Charisse and Lori. Hell yeah! Hello Game Hunters, Neolus here with another speed build, and as you could see from the intro, today we are doing Wargreymon Amplified. I've had a bit of trouble obtaining this build kit. Usually I just go to Shop for Geek, where I get all of my build kits, but even there it was unobtainable. So the only way I could get this was order it online. But I do not have the ability to do that, so I contacted a few of my friends and asked them to order it for me, and I would pay them back. But as you saw in the intro as well, they gifted it to me for my birthday. Here's the card that was included in the box. So this is a thank you to you, Charisse and Loriman, for this awesome gift. I couldn't have asked for anything better. This is something I've been wanting for quite a while now, and because it was so hard to get, I am really happy that I got it. Anyway, on to the box. So first of all, as you can see from the front itself, it already looks freaking amazing. Anyway, let's have a look at the box. So here's the front, and as you can tell, it already looks freaking amazing. Here's the bottom, and as you can see, it has a few different options. Then at the top, we have a few poses. You can see the front, you can see the back side, the usual information and age restriction and all that. And then we have the side of the box here, a close-up of the figure, and then the other side the same as on the front, but it looks so cool. It's like it's just painted on there. It's like not even the figure. As you can see, this is less detailed than what's on the front of the box. I think this might be either a painting or the figure actually painted. Either way, it looks freaking amazing, and I can't wait to put this together, so let's get to it.
Digimon! 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 Digimon, digital monsters. Digimon, digital monsters. Digimon, digital monsters. Digimon, digital monsters.
Warp! Digiball!
Digimon, digital monsters. Digimon are the champions. Digimon, digital monsters. Digimon are the champions.
Digiball into champion! Digiball into ultimate!
Digital champions to save the digital
World!
And that is the Wargreymon Amplified finally finished. Normally, I record this bit of the video right after I finish the build, you know, so I have everything fresh in my memory. However, in this particular case, I did not get that chance. Right after I finished building this Wargreymon, my camera died, and I had to turn it in for repairs. So bear with me on this because it has been 2 weeks since I lost my camera and I do not exactly know how the build went, but I'll try to explain everything as good as I can. Anyway, so first off, extra bits. There isn't much. We just have this little thing right here, which I will explain the use of later. And this is what's left. So we have a few connectors here. They were used, I think, for the joints. We have a few extra. I don't think they were used in the build. Unless I've made a few mistakes, which I very much doubt. These are just extras, and if a few of the inner mechanics break, we still have a few extra, so that's pretty useful. Anyway, so this model doesn't have any bells and whistles, you know, like with the Dragon Ball ones we had extra hands, extra faces, some energy beams, kamehamehas, special beam cannons and all that. This Wargreymon has none of that. It's just a model and that's it. However, there are a few things you can do with this model to change it. First of all, you can take off his Dramon breakers. So let's take one off on this side, for example, and you can apply it to the other arm. There we go. And now it's a Dramon claw. You can move the fingers of the claw. You can also move them when they're separated, but yeah, I wanted to show that. You can move them. And that's not all you can do. There's also something you can do with the wings, which I'll show in a minute. But yeah, you can open these and make them look like wings. Here we go. Let's have a view from the front. And these wings also detach. So that's the shield. They go on these little pegs on his back. You can take these out, and then that's where this little thing comes in. You can plug these in here. There we go. 1 and 2. And then you can attach the wings to that. And then with this little knob here, you can attach that to his arm. There we go. And now he has a claw and a shield. What you can also do is just take off both claws, take off the shield, then detach the shield from the little thingy here. And then when you bring his arms up, then you can attach the shield to his arms. There we go. And then when you bring his arms together, it makes it look like he's blocking with the shield. Hold on. There you go. Alright, so let's talk a little bit about the difficulty and the duration of the build. Difficulty is going to be a little bit hard for me because it's been 2 weeks, but I don't think personally that it was very hard to put together. The clues are always in the instruction manual, and it's always explained with pictures and numbers, and everything is always numbered on the molds. So in that regard, it's always pretty easy to put these models together. Of course, this one was a little bit more detailed than what we've done on the channel so far. And it's just a matter of taking a good look at what you're doing and make sure you don't make any mistakes, which I think I managed to do pretty well in this one. May have made a few mistakes if I recall correctly, but nothing that wasn't easily fixed. The most difficult part about this one, to be honest, in my opinion, was definitely the stickers. There's a lot of them, like these red ones here, and the little small ones that go around his horns. This one actually ripped, so I had to rub it a couple of times, make sure that the seam isn't visible, which turned out well. It wasn't a total disaster. Then we have these little purple ones on his back. And then we also have the ones on the wings. The ones on the wings were the most annoying ones, and they keep coming loose as well. So I think I might eventually paint this, I'm not sure. I don't want to mess with my models too much because I'm not really professional in that regard, but we'll see in the future. So yeah, as you can see, the stickers, they do come loose a little bit. It's probably because I used my hands a lot rather than using the pin set and the other tools, but I find it's easier to do with my hands than with these tools. Either way, it still looks good. I prefer to have the white than leaving it just like that. A lot of people that I've watched review this say that they hate the stickers and they just don't put them on there. I put them on there just to see how it looks and if it would look better with or without them. Anyway, I do like the wings, but the wings gave me the most trouble. These things come off really easily, and I have to put it back together every single time I pose them differently or want to change it up a little bit. These things, they give me a lot of trouble, and closing them, as you can see, they never really fit, so you have to mess with this connection right here to get it right every time. And as you can see, it can be a little bit of trouble to do it fast. It doesn't really match up, so you have to mess around with it a little bit until it fits, which can be annoying. There you go. And there we go, now it's fixed. But once you get the hang of it, you should be fine with this one. Now, as for the posability, to be honest, his joints in his arms are really sturdy, and I like that, because he's very top heavy. When you put the Dramon breakers on, put the wings on the back, I like the fact that he can hold all of that weight. The problem with this model is that his arms are fine, they are really sturdy, and sometimes can be pretty hard to pose, like up and down, and you can hear him click with the other arm here. What does disturb me is the fact that his legs are very loose, especially around the feet. They are very loose, so posing him with all like that, like this, is fine. He can carry all that weight, but making a nice pose, carrying all that weight on him, does kind of tend to make him tip over. Especially on this foot, I've noticed. This foot is really flimsy, so, well, it's not flimsy, it's more like very loose, so he kind of tends to lean forward to on this part. If it weren't for this shin guard, then he would definitely just fall over, and you can definitely see that when he leans over. That's what's stopping him from going any further down. Also, I don't like that he doesn't have any kneecaps, but because of the shin guards, you don't really see that when you pose him, so it's fine. There's a lot of loose parts which you can move. The head, for example, moves just a tiny bit to the left and to the right, which is stopped by these things right here on his neck. And it goes forward quite a bit, and backwards as well, but that's stopped by the hair. The hair's in the way. And then his neck also has a tilt, so it goes forward but not backwards, because that's stopped by the back guard here. Other than that, you can do pretty much anything you like for a good pose. So you can look down very menacingly if you want. And then we have the shoulder guards. They go up quite a lot, but they don't move any other way than that, right? And then you have these shoulders. This is the best part about this figure, I think, is that they come forward a lot, so you can almost make him have a crossed arm pose, but with these giant blocks that's not possible. But you can tell right here how much they move forward. And then they twist all the way around as well. On both sides. And then we have the upper arm here moves quite good as well. So you can go all the way around as well. Like that. Then we have a double joint here. So you can bend it like that. Or you can bend it like that. Right? I'll try to stay in the middle. It's kind of hard to see the camera and the figure at the same time. There we go. So that's all the way up. Right? And that's for both arms the same thing. Then we have the chest. They separated it, but there's not much you can do with it. It doesn't turn a lot. Unless you loosen it up a bit, then you can have a small twist. But I like it the way it looks normally, like that. And then the same goes for the upper body connecting to the lower body. It doesn't have much leeway. You can go left and right, but you can't really have him in a bent pose because of how it's built. You have to loosen it up before you can actually do anything. If you press him down, then he's stuck. You can only go left and right, and that's it. Now let's move his arms up and go to the bottom. These side plates, they can move a little bit up and down, which is useful if you want to bend the legs up, because otherwise they would get in the way. But going any higher than that will just tear it, I think. There's a little connection here. I think that's the highest they will go without breaking. And I don't want to try any higher than that, just in case they will break. Now the legs, he can do a split. And you can move them up until you hit the plate. And you can go all the way back as well. So there's a lot of movement in here. It's just sad that it's a little bit loose, right? The ball joint can go all the way around. I like that. And the same on the other side, of course, as usual. And then what's strange is also that the knee, or what counts as a knee, is also double jointed. So you can move his leg at this joint right here, and you can move it at this joint as well. So you can move it all the way up like that. And this is the sad part, is even though it's double jointed, that's about as high as it goes. You can see that's as far as it goes forward, and then we have that one as well, and that's as far forward as that will go. Then we have the shin guard right here. This is all it does, goes up and down a little, so you can pose the foot. Up and down, left, right. And it has a little bit of a tilt as well, so you can pose him with his leg back and tilt his foot. I like that a lot, to be honest. So you can move him sideways. Depending on how he's standing, you can adjust the feet so he doesn't tip over. I like that a lot. Anyway, so that's the posability of the figure. And then these Dramon breakers, when they are on the figure, they can't really move all that much because of the arm is in the way. But you can twist them a little bit like that. And of course, like I showed you, the claw does go out and in a little bit. Let's put them back together. Right, so that's Wargreymon, very robust, a little bit weak in the knees and in the shins, very sturdy arms. Overall, I do like it a lot. I love how he looks, even if it's not painted. I've seen a lot of people painting this, and they make some amazing artwork with that. I'll show you one right now on screen. And yeah, stuff like that is just amazing. I wish I could do stuff like that, but I'm not going to. I'm gonna keep all my models original until one day I just decide to fuck it and I'll buy it a second one just to make sure, and I'll see what we can do with that. But until then, this is how he's gonna look, how he's gonna stand in my collection. I like him very much. So I got this one from Lorman and Cherise, two friends of mine. I do know it's available on Amazon. In my country it was 160 something, and in America it was only 60 something. So they actually bought it from the American Amazon, which came out a lot cheaper. Do think it's worth the price. Just wish the legs were a bit sturdier. But yeah, I'm completely in love with this model. It's beautiful, it's amazing, and I wish they made more Digimon. We have this Omegamon right here, but that's the only two they made, this Omegamon and the Wargreymon. So what I want to know is where Wargreymon? Hopefully they'll make more Digimons. If not, well, I have Wargreymon, I have Omegamon. Omegamon you'll see in a later video. I don't know when I'll be building that one, but I will be building it on the channel, and hopefully pretty soon. Anyway, before I start rambling on, I do hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, consider subscribing. It would help out my channel a lot. Click the like button, and if you want to see more of my videos, if you are subscribed, be sure to hit the notification bell so you know when I upload new videos. And yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, bye.
Wargreymon アグモンが進化したデジモンウォーグレイモンクゾグローブモンヤッホー